by Stark. Zoey, DDT! Zoey Stark wins it!
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoon's Delight. So let's talk about how this Battle Royale match went, man, because it was quite the surprise, man. Very much of a surprise ending for this one, but I liked it though. It made the match worth really watching and getting into, because a lot of times, sometimes when you see storylines coming up, and you see feuds coming up, or you see championship matches coming up, you can kind of figure what's going to happen. I think the moment Becky Lynch was attacked by Xia Li, I went over that in the last video, by the way, if y'all want to see my recap for that. The moment she got attacked and got out of there, I think it became kind of unpredictable. But you kind of knew it might have been between any of these ladies. I thought it was going to be between one of the ladies at Night of Champions, maybe a Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Zoey Stark, or Raquel Rodriguez was going to be one of the four that was going to win this match and have an actual one-on-one against Rhea Ripley at Survivor Series, which is what this was for. So we had most of the girls from the Raw, not all the girls from the Raw roster, but most of them. Even Maxxine Dupri was in there. They even did some little cute thing earlier tonight for Maxxine, where she was trying to get herself hyped up around Alpha Academy. And she actually put Niven in an armbar over the ropes, right? But then Knox actually shoved Niven over the top rope to eliminate her. So Maxxine celebrated the elimination, but it was then eliminated by Nia Jax. Carter and Chance was also in here. They were pretty fun watching them try to get on the back of Nia Jax, but it didn't work. So Nile tried to actually hoist up Jax, but couldn't pull it off. Jax headbutted Nile and then hoisted her up on her shoulder. Baszler and Rodriguez threw kicks at Jax and then teamed up to actually eliminate Nia Jax, and Nia Jax snapped. And so the final four was at this point was Nile, Baszler, Stagg, and Rodriguez. Jax pulled Nile off the apron, because I was kind of wondering why, well, I'll talk about this segment a little bit more in the next video. But I was wondering why Ivy Nile wasn't on the other side of the rope. But it looked like because she was kind of out a little bit, she couldn't get herself over on the other side of the rope. And that's how she got eliminated. So then it became a three-way between Baszler, Stagg, and Rodriguez, and they kind of went after Raquel Rodriguez, which was a good strategy, and it was close because Rodriguez was kind of hanging on to the apron, and then she eventually got herself knocked. They eventually knocked her loose and eliminated her, but then it became a one-on-one against Baszler and Stark. They was fighting on the apron, and Baszler put Stark at a fetal clutch, and I think when she didn't get that off on Zoey Stark, that was going to be the end for Shayna Baszler. But gave it up once she realized that she would hit the mat first, and if Stark fell from the apron, Stark hit Baszler with the 3 kicks, and then DDT Baszler on the apron, causing her to fall to the floor. And Zoey Starks won the Battle Royal in about 16 minutes. She will get a shot at the Women's World Championship that Rhea currently holds at Survivor Series in Chicago, and it is going to be an amazing match. I'm telling y'all right now, that could steal the show. That match could steal the show. It might be a top 10 women's match of the year candidate, bro, because Zoey Starks could definitely go in that ring, bro. She can definitely go in that ring. And I'm glad, you know what, the thing that I really like is that I'm glad Triple H really likes her, because out of all the NXT stars that got drafted, I think a lot of people didn't think she was going to be used. I think a lot of people just thought, hey, that's probably going to be the end of the line for Zoey Stark. She's going to be a jobber. She's going to be this or that. Going to be an afterthought. She has not been an afterthought. She's actually been probably the top girl on either roster, on SmackDown or Raw, coming out of the draft. Because like Carter and Chance haven't really gotten the opportunity yet. Not Ivy Nile, but Indy Hartwell, Isla Dawn, and Alba Fire haven't really gotten their shot. So like all the girls that have been drafted, bro, they haven't really gotten their shot. But Zoey Stark has. She gives me hope for the other girls that are going to probably be drafted next year to the main roster. But Zoey Stark, I'm glad, because she can go in that ring and she's proven herself. Even without Trish, she's really proven herself to be someone that can hold her own. And I think that's something that I definitely like about Zoey Stark right now, is that she can hold her own. So she wins the Battle Royal. She will be facing Rhea, bro. I'm liking that. That's going to be a good test for Rhea Ripley. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Zoey Stark fan, so I would love it if she beat Rhea Ripley. But the only problem is I don't think it's the right time for Rhea Ripley to drop that belt. I definitely don't. But Zoey Stark, if she loses to Rhea, which I believe she will, she should get another shot. Because I think she's one of the people in play that I think could beat Rhea Ripley. I know probably Jay Cargill's one of the, on a lot of people's lists, is one of the top ones. Y'all know me personally, I've been saying Indy Hartwell because she's Australian. And you could complete the storyline of her. Like basically what AEW is doing right now with Wardlow and MJF. Come full circle storyline. But we'll see where they go with it. But I think Zoey Stark, man, now would that be a shocker if she beat Rhea Ripley? I think that I said head waves if Zoey Stark was able to beat Rhea Ripley. And I think there's a shot. I believe there's probably about a 20 to 30% chance it happens. Maybe 30% is a little too high, but I think it's at least around 20. I want to see if the poll reflects that or not, because I'm gonna make sure I do a poll for this one. I'm gonna make sure I do a poll because I'm gonna cover Survivor Series. I haven't really covered the last few WWE pay-per-views because it's been over the weekends. But I will make sure I cover Survivor Series though. I'm gonna definitely cover Survivor Series, so be on the lookout for it. Let's talk about Ivy Nile next, and then we're gonna talk about the little exchange that Rhea and Zoey had to end our night here with Survivor Series. And now, one more thing I wanted to talk about was Nikki Cross. I didn't want to do a separate video for Nikki Cross, but the trance that she's been going through, I'm loving it right now, and I can't wait to see what's next with Nikki Cross. It's going to be pretty fun to see what's next for her, bro, because she's pulling this off. This character, Nikki Cross, deserves to be one of them ones, bro. Like, she always reminded me of like a female. She's like a female Mick Foley to me. And I just think that there's a lot that you could do with her. But we'll talk about her another time. But give me your thoughts on this. This video, like, share, subscribe. Let's talk about Ivy Nile real quick next. Thank y'all for watching. After news, still like.